In this video, we'll be looking at the latest Mistral AI technology and how it is integrated with Azure OpenAI. There's been a buzz in the market since Microsoft announced the partnership with Mistral AI. Mistral AI is based out of France, and they built their LLM model there. What we could see today is how the Mistral AI performs based on the model that they have in place, compared with ChatGPT. Plus, we will also see how to create that model in Azure OpenAI Studio and see how the results work. For now, I will switch to the Mistral AI UI. You have to hit Mistral AI slash chat, and you would get into this page. You need to subscribe for the keys if you wanted more tokens and availability. I'm using a large model, as you can see here at the top, and it's a paid subscription. So let's try out how this Mistral AI provides us the results based on the prompt that we are giving. I'm going to ask a simple question for a code to build a retail app using JavaScript. So once the prompt is given, it's going ahead to give us the output on how to create a retail app using a JavaScript. While this is providing the results, I would also like to take the prompt that we used here and compare it with ChatGPT as well and see what's the difference. Of course, with LLMs, it depends on the amount of data that's available and how well it's trained and how well it is, architected at the back end so that the relevant data is being pushed back to the end user using the prompt that's provided. It definitely has provided some really good inputs in terms of creating a retail app using JavaScript. Now, what I will do is I'll take the same prompt and I'll go to ChatGPT and I'll ask the same question so we could compare against Mistral AI large model versus ChatGPT 4. As you can clearly see here, the output and the format is pretty different between ChatGPT and Mistral AI. This demo is not to pick and choose the differences between two AI LLM models. It's just to show you the differences that's available. It's another good LLM model, which is Mistral AI for the user to consume. That's only part of this demo. The next step is to how we could use this in Azure OpenAI. So I'll be switching on to the Azure AI Studio, and I don't have a models deployed yet here. So we could go ahead and deploy the model and see how it works together. So I'm in AI Studio Preview, and I'm going to create a model here. As you can see, you have a list of models which is available for you to choose, right from GPT and so on and so forth. If you scroll down, you would have Mistral models here. I'm going to choose the one that's called 7B, and I'm going to deploy this model. You would need a proper Azure OpenAI subscription and a paid account so that the usage is tracked. You could select based on the needs that you want in terms of GPU performance, core, those kind of data that's available here. For demo purpose, I'm using the basic one. I will leave those endpoints in here as is and then select deploy. So now this will go ahead and deploy that model in Azure OpenAI, and we could work with our data sets plus bring in all the data that's available into the Azure cloud and use this model to perform those actions instead of logging into Mistral AI, which is cool, by the way. So we take those APIs and work here in Azure. As a next step, you could take this API endpoints and secret keys and also use it in Power Apps to build apps for the user to work directly with Mistral AI through Power Apps. So while this is deploying, I already have one model that was deployed. So we can open that and see if we can work on that model as a sample to save some time. So if you come to the Machine Learning Studio, you would have pretty much have the same details in terms of the AI models that's available. So I'm coming here. What I will do is I will go back to um, Azure Studio and pull up the model that was built, and we take it from there. So in here, I do have the deployment, as you can see here. This is the one that was just created, and this is the one that was created uh, a few minutes before. So if I click on this, it opens into the playground, and we could do the Q&A session, text completion, and stuff like that, just like how we did in the past with OpenAI. You have a lot of details in here for you to use this in the context of app integration. Of course, the primary key, which you can copy, and these are the endpoints that you would need when you do the integrations and call this API in your apps. So let's go ahead and test it. So if I click on test, you would get a input prompt screen where it would give you the result. This is not particularly user friendly here, but I'm sure this is going to change in a short period of time. To give an input, I would go ahead and look for a sample, and you have that within the Azure AI Studio. So you can grab those input, or otherwise you could go to the Mistral API website and you could grab those input samples as well. Pretty much that's what it's been listed in Azure OpenAI as well. So I come here and there is this prompt, like sample input prompt and the output. So we would copy this, but what we will also do is we'll change those inputs so that we wanted to see a different result. Come here and paste it, and we will change this to something else. So given two prompts here, one is to check if FedEx shipping charges from Germany to France, and also asking is FedEx cheaper in France. We'll see what the result comes up. So as you can see, the result has come, and like I said, there's probably not an user-friendly output screen here, but we could definitely change this. It gives the details of the prompt that we inputted in terms of, what's the charge for FedEx and what is the rate in euros and stuff like that. It's pretty cool here. The only challenge here is, if you see here, it's taking some inputs from 2017, I believe. So the model, Mistral model, even with various other examples, it's probably not up to date, but it does do the work that is intended for, and it's still in preview, and it's only going to get better. So as you can see here, it's giving reference from 2017. I'm not sure if it's the right uh, answer that it's providing, but it's definitely querying the prompt and providing the appropriate answer. And it also gives you directions in terms of, go visit the FedEx website and stuff like that. So what you saw today is two versions of Mistral AI demo. One is within the late chat engine, which is what we saw here, a quick comparison with ChatGPT, plus deploying a model in Azure, and also trying some sample prompt and output using the Azure OpenAI Studio. I hope this was insightful. Thank you.